So a lot of places obviously didn't make it through COVID in this industry. Why did you?
COVID was very scary, right? We didn't know if we were all going to die. We didn't know what this disease was. All of a sudden, government shut us down on St. Patrick's Day, right?
Assuming that's a high revenue day.
Oh, we were loaded with Guinness and corned beef to the brim.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they're telling me you got to close. So we hopped on social media. And if you remember right, there wasn't a lot of meat at the store. At that time, there was meat shortages and whatnot. So we advertised that we had corned beef and we sold out of everything that day. So that was a thing of grace. And then, you know, we have a lot of people that were loyal and worried about us. So what we did was we kind of pushed out newsletters. I was really upset, emotional, maybe a little too much. And I wrote a weekly newsletter just to get my feelings out. And that connection with the community all of a sudden had everybody supporting us. Mm-hmm. And I think that those newsletters telling about our staff and really connecting our people with the people in the community hit a nerve in people's hearts. And I think that was the difference, is that we didn't just throw up our hands. We kept fighting, and we reached out to the community and kept in touch with them and let them know what we were doing and what was going on. And it worked. I think us all being on lockdown and not being able to participate in things with our families and friends and whatnot for 2 years pretty much, right? It was restricted and that sort of thing, is now I think people appreciate it more, because it seems like, at least to me, when people gather more, there's more hugging, there's more smiles, there's more, I think people appreciate each other more because we went through a period where we didn't have that.
So one of the restaurant websites rates a location pricing off of money signs, 1 through 5. For people that haven't been here, where do you think you fall on that dollar sign scale?
I would say 3 in the middle.
Okay.
When we do pricing and we have to do increases because of all the inflation in food and everything else, we typically shop our competitors and we try to land a little bit lower. Okay. We don't want to be at our competitors. We want to be a little less pricey than our competitors. See, I went to this place. It was a quick serve the other day, Mexican, and granted, the food was great. The margarita was $14. One of my managers was saying, hey, we need to raise our prices on the margaritas. I was like, hell no, we're not going up there. I still want to be approachable and a value. And even at that, it's still not cheap going out to eat. And our number one selling item on the menu, besides burgers, because we have all different burgers and everybody loves burgers, is our fish and chips, and it's gluten-free. And I was with the chef at a food show before we opened, and this guy at a table, and he was talking about his gluten-free flour mix that he has. And I was like, oh, to the chef, I was like, oh, probably tastes like hell. And the chef's like, yeah, probably. And the guy goes, I heard that. And he goes, you guys got to promise me you're going to take this sample box and make something with it today and try it, and you'll be convinced. And I was like, I don't know. And the guy said, please. And I said, okay. So we happened to be playing with fish and chips that day. I said, all right, let's try to make a gluten-free fish and chips. No beer. We'll use the guy's batter, everything else. So we made it. All of a sudden, I was like, holy moly, golden brown, crispy, everything you want in a fish and chip. I said, wait a second, let's let it sit for 5 minutes and watch it get all soggy and nasty. Didn't do it. Stayed crispy. So I was like, I don't care that this is gluten-free or not, because a lot of people think I'm gluten-free because we have such a variety of that on the menu, is that we fell into it. And I said, I don't care that we got to pay a little bit more for this. We're doing it this way because it's so crispy, light, and tender. And so we did it. And all of a sudden, I discovered that there's this huge group of people that are either celiac or have gluten allergy or whatnot. So we really learned a lot about that. We have designated fryers for gluten-free. Our fries go in that, so it's only our fries are gluten-free for sure. Our fish and chips is. We have fried pickles, and we've added breads that are gluten-free on the menu and other things for those people. And it is shocking to me. I had some people the other day tell me they drove 45 minutes to come here because of our gluten menu. So that's the top 2. Then we have prime rib now, which has become huge for us. We purchased some special ovens for cooking prime rib low and slow, and the stuff is tender and juicy and unbelievable. When we have some left, we slice it for our prime rib beef dip sandwiches, and that's our number 3 seller. So it's burgers, fish and chips, prime rib dip.
Okay. Do you host private events? Do you do catering? What should the community and businesses know if they want to use you for anything like that?
So we've done weddings before. We've done celebrations of lives, graduations, all of that stuff. But now we're really getting into it. Last weekend we did 2 back-to-back parties. Somebody took the patio area where we're sitting right now. This is a nice little cocktail area where we could set up a buffet on the bar top for people. So we're doing more of that business. It all depends on what day, what time, how many people, and whether you want to have chicken tenders or lobster. But we can do it all. And we also are able to go off-site now too. We also have pickup where if you want to do an office party, you can come get, pans of pulled pork sliders, mac and cheese, fruits, that kind of stuff. The sky's the limit. We have a very talented culinary team.
Now's going to be my favorite part of today, Steve. So we're going to be giving away gift cards to your location, and you're going to help us determine how we're going to give these gift cards away. So for every one of these challenges you get right or achieve, we're going to give away a $50 gift card here, and we'll promote this on social media. So the first one is probably my favorite.
Toilet paper. Okay.
Yeah. So this is an extremely important challenge here.
Okay.
All you need to do is place this on the toilet paper roll correctly.
Really?
Yeah.
No? I mean, this seems like the logical, but with you, it seems like it should be a lot trickier.
No, you got it right.
That's it?
So just for all of those couples out there fighting, Steve did get this correct. You want to make sure that you pull down. Anyone that puts it this way is a savage and a heathen, and I just want to make that very clear. Now we've got a little bit of trivia for you. Yep, some trivia. So I tried not to make these too difficult.
Good, because I'm not real good at trivia.
We want to give away as many gift cards as possible. So the first question for you is, Steve, what are the 3 primary colors?
Red?
Yes.
Blue?
Yes.
Green?
Unfortunately, you got that wrong. It's yellow. All right. So I'm only going to ask you this question one time, so do not ask me to repeat it. What color is sky?
Sky? Blue.
No. Sky vodka is clear.
You didn't say vodka.
I know. I didn't say what color is the sky.
Oh.
And then the final trivia question. Who is the starting center for the 2023 Denver Nuggets?
Oh, that's Joker.
Yeah, all right.
What do I have to say his real name?
No, we'll give you that. All right, now the last challenge. You get 10 putts. There's 6 cups on this mini golf. Every putt you make is a $50 gift card.
I don't think that's going to be up there with some of these other businesses.
You never know. I appreciate your effort. Appreciate you letting us come in and doing this.
It's great to see you as always.
For the best price, without sacrifice, insureU Colorado.